Hey guys, what's going on? I know it's almost past lunchtime. It's 1 o'clock. Well, 12:50. So I got a couple more minutes before I have to head back in. I don't get too much time to do these. I like to do these out in the light. I like to do these in the middle. Usually not during work, but like on the lunch break or whatever. Because whenever I move, I'm doing my sweeping, my dropping of garbage and stuff like that. I have a lot of time to think. And I get to reflect on things and try out different ideas that I might want to present to the camera. Because again, it's not about like, I'm not trying to think of edgy shit, crazy material like, oh man, this is the frick. No. Sometimes I've noticed that there are a lot of like bigger people that I looked up to or like I didn't hear about them, and usually it's like by way of Joe Rogan or something like that he'll key me onto these people. And it's through them that like I learned that I wasn't alone in certain thought processes, and that it was good to have some of these thought processes, because many people would consider time consuming, or like that's like in their own way they try to muddle it so that they don't have to adopt it, because this is how typical humans work. If it's hard, you really don't want to do it. And this is why, again, I prefaced it with these stories. I let you know that I'm a shitbag. That I was a shitbag. Hey, I'm not a shitbag anymore. I'm slowly getting there. But I'm human. Every day I wake up, I can kind of think of that same question. Do I really want to get... Yeah, I get it. Inside is that thing that says, get the fuck up, you got shit to do, we gotta move. And I get it. But I still understand it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to make it seem like I never have those thoughts. No, every fucking day. That's why I say it's a slow battle. I don't want anybody to think that anybody can just be Keanu Reeves. You know what I'm saying? That shit takes dedication. That shit takes time. That shit takes, like, things like yoga, meditation, self-reflection. And you know why those are hard? Because oftentimes those are things that need repetition. And those are things that need you to look at yourself, evaluate yourself, but unobjectively. You have to do it without bias. Sure, I can look at myself and be like, hey man, that's a handsome motherfucker, he's got everything going on. Trust me. In real life, I downplay it. I'm like, yeah, dude, man, you need to trim yourself up, whatever. But again, it's part of what I'm presenting now. I don't want to present, I'm not doing this for, hey, babies, hey, everybody, look at me, look what I got. No, look at me, fucked up. Look, I'm not here to, like, pamper, put on a fake image, and then talk to you. I'm talking to you because I really care about a lot of you guys, and I need some of this shit to change. Because it's like learning little things. Just by twisting thought processes, you can get people to understand that instead of it being an insult, it's more of something to help you. And again, I want the world to see that. I want to explain that to them. So one of the biggest lessons that I learned in the military, that I think I use with me everywhere, as part of my self-reflection and self-evaluations at times, doesn't matter what, if it's like a breakup or something like that, I could have been the greatest, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever at the time. I'm still gonna hear what they say, the other person, upon, like, when they're leaving, oh, you're an asshole, you're a dick. And I will look at myself and I go, yeah, did I have faults in that relationship? Of course. Should I work on that? Yes. Because, again, oftentimes, I treat anger, like if somebody's angry with you, I treat anger much like somebody being drunk when they speak. You know how they say, in vino veritas? Anger's the same thing, because you really let it fly, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you call me a shithead, you call me this, again, that's what you think. If you call me a lazy motherfucker, like when you're angry, that's what you really think. And again, it lets me know. I'm like, okay, that's what they really see. Or is that, like, you know what I mean? Is that the back of the mind thought? Because again, the back of the mind thought is just as strong, if not stronger, than the front of the mind thought. So again, I look at those. Back to the military lesson. A good petty officer once told me that whenever somebody comes up to you, because again, there's plenty of potential. You got a lot of high-level guys, a lot of, higher up enlisted or just officers, and they look at you and they go, it looks like shit, take care of it. I mean, they may not say just like that, but they'll, some get off on it. They'll look at you and they go, yeah, your pants need correcting. I need you to take care of this. I need you to take care of this. You should probably get your hair squared away. It looks like, what are you fucking Ken? From one of them Barbie dolls? You got your hair tapered that way? Okay, you know. So again, sometimes when you're told something like that, like, hey, Carol, I think you need to do this, you feel a little insulted. And that's a wrong way of looking at it. No matter what, don't take it personally. Even if the guy's just being a scumbag, guy or gal. Even if the person who's doing it to you genuinely is a scumbag and they do this all the time, take it and look at it as they're trying to make you better. Take it and they're trying to make you better. Thank you. Thank you for pointing out where you think that there might be some deficiencies. Thank you for pointing out the deficiency in my uniform. Thank you for pointing out the deficiency in my writing. I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that. Now, I like that because it's like a higher level move, right? It goes to, you can think of it as a mind game, and it goes to the same way of like martial arts, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of my huge things that I've grown up with, and I'll talk about that more in another one. But that's how I met my friend Alex Raycom. He was a guitar player, and he is a guitar player, and he became a teacher, and he's evolved to so many more things. But we were always able to talk as artists about little things that connected in that manner. So again, when you take that, you rob the opponent, or you rob the person in question, the ability to use your own power against you, your own mind against you. Because sometimes that's why people do talk shit during fights and stuff like that, or basketball games. It doesn't have to be a fight, could be a game, could be a competition. That's why sometimes people whisper, you can't handle this motherfucker. And then that gets into your mind because you start thinking about it, and that's that 1 second. You knocked out already. That was that 1 second to put them ahead now. And again, it doesn't matter. It could be the same thing in music, it could be the same thing in competition. But that's what that's there for. So instead of putting yourself where you're agitating and you're taking it, you take that and you turn it around and you go, thank you for this. I'm gonna take, I thank you for you taking the time out, and I will get these deficiencies taken care of. And at that point, it's like when the entity that's like, now they can either do one of two things, right? They can either walk away because they got their point across. That's it, right? That was the shot. That's it. They already loaded their shot. Or, sometimes they might add more. Hey, you might want to take care of your hair. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. And it's like one of those dreams, or it's that episode of SpongeBob. You ever had a dream where like you're fighting somebody and it's like every punch you throw? I think it's one of those joking ones that happen to people all the time. Or like much like the underwear one, you wake up in your underwear. But like you're trying to fight something and it's like, why aren't my punches working? why aren't my shots working? That's what you end up doing to that person. And you kind of rob it, and it's like you put that ball in your court now. Because, again, and this is how I take it as a janitor. I'm going to put myself in it now. As a janitor, I come across, I can't get everybody in a building to throw out their garbage in uniformity. You know what I mean? I could try and fight that battle all day. I know when I open certain rooms, like where you're supposed to put the garbage, that it's going to look like 4 animals had a fight. And there's garbage everywhere. I could post the pictures afterward. It's terrible. And when I was very young, when I was starting this business, I used to just get upset. Like, these motherfuckers always doing that. But now, again, it's like, I look at it and I go, okay, I gotta take care of this. And I'm like, again, to put a chip on my shoulder, because it's not about, again, I'm trying to show other people other ways. These are other ways that you can take power, rob power from them and put it yourself. I go, I pity the people that live on this floor. They have to deal with this. This is kind of disgusting. God, I can only imagine what that person's apartment looks like. Oof. They can't even put something as simple as garbage in the right spot. Oof, I pity you. I take care of the job, and then I go on my way. Because again, 10 seconds later, my upset, angry feelings will still be there, and that'll haunt me the rest of the day at no cost to that guy. Or I can look at it, bring it back, say thank you. And they stand there flabbergasted, upset. I'm gonna end this right here. Sorry guys, Thank you so much for your time, and please try it.